Hi, welcome back. I'm going to show you what I did for upper cabinets. Everybody puts off upper cabinets for a reason. Nothing in the van is level. Everything is at an angle, nothing's square, and I put them off. And frankly, I almost gave up. I thought, there's no way I can do this by myself. They're not perfect. They won't last forever, but they are done. And I have new storage. And stay tuned, because how I set out to do this was not at all what ended up happening. I made the cardboard template. I got frustrated with scribing. And just when I was ready to give up, I stumbled across these things in my spare closet. I measured them and they're perfect. So Mojo and I set out to start painting them the same color to match our kitchen cabinets. Mojo has glued these two pieces together, and we attach clamps. Because this piece does not have a backing, I'm going to attach a 1.5 inch thick rail to the wall of the van to make up for the gap, because I don't want to scribe. And it needs to be 1 3/4. So I have a 1/4 inch piece of plywood cut into a 60 inch strip to attach to the back. And I need to do that also because to attach this to the rail, I need something to screw into. So I will be able to screw into this 1/4 inch piece of plywood. And I hope it's thick enough. So anyway, I have it glued on there and clamped. And I have these two pieces, two identical pieces, upside down, glued into each other. I'm going to have one door, a long rectangular door. The middle section is going to stay open. Put two little bins in there, and then I'll have one big door at the bottom. That's the plan anyway. I know these, because they're particle board, they're not going to last forever, but I'm just getting impatient. I don't want to scribe. And I probably wouldn't build square boxes. So I'm going to try to make do with this. And I do like repurposing things. So we'll see. More to come. This is the 2x4, 2x3 that I am attaching. This is going to be the top front. So this will be attached here. And then here, there'll be a 2x3 attached to the wall here. And that's eliminating scribing, I hope. Right now what I'm going to do is drill some pilot holes, going down into this. And I will do that in between each of these. Pilot holes are in. My fingers are already cold. I'm gonna put some gloves on now. All right, I need one of those star head things. I started the van up because it hasn't been started in a few days, and thought I better give it a little start. She started right up. I don't have a star bit here. Darn it. Well, back to the garage I go. I'll be back. Well, look who decided to join us. It's the Mojo Man. He does not like riding in a car, so he's always reluctant to get in the van. He loves it once we get where we're going, but I wish he would get better about it. Because I want to take you with me. I want to take you with me in all these fun trips. My son has been sick for a week. And Nancy Nurse here has been trying to wash my hands till they're raw, and thought I could avoid it, but I don't think I am. I think I'm getting it. But I'm going to Costa Rica in a few weeks, 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks. So it's like, if I'm going to get sick, I would just as soon get sick now. Last year when I went to Ecuador, I got that terrible flu while I was there. Oh my God, it was awful. You know, I was with a tour group, so you can't say, you know, I'm just going to stay in the hotel today. No. Oh, you had to get on the bus and go to the next place. And of course, then everyone in the bus hates you because you're coughing and hacking and sneezing, and they're all looking at you like you have leprosy. And I get it. I don't want to be sick either. But there's nothing you can do when you're on a trip like that, a tour. So I kind of have a little bit of anxiety worrying about getting sick when I'm traveling on international trips like that. All right, I was going to screw these in by hand because I do it too fast with the drill usually, and I don't want to mess it up. But I can't find a screwdriver with that bit. So I will try to go slow. It's not my nature. See? Success though. Kind of ugly screws. Oh well. Storage is the main goal, not looks. What's the matter, Mojo? You don't like the sound of the drill? It won't hurt you. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Any of you out there that have dogs that have anxiety about riding in the car, tell me how you deal with that. Vet has given me some meds to try. Oh, I can't think what they are right now. I gave him a Benadryl once. Couldn't decide if that made it worse or better. I mean, it calmed him down, but he just seemed almost afraid because he felt so weird. Okay, so you can see I've fastened this to the top front. I have this attached to the back bottom. Because there's no back here, I need something to attach to this 2x3, which will be attached to the wall up there. And then this will screw in to that 2x3, and this will screw in to the ceiling gotta make sure that I do it where the furring strips are. I should be able to tell by where these nails are. I hope that works. So it's heavy. I can't lift it and do it by myself. I wish I had like the perfect thing to set it on, that it would be the exact height, and then I could just do it by myself. And then, as I mentioned, I have two. I did 2 doors. I was going to do 4, but my friend ChatGPT told me, just do 2 doors. And I think I will. This I'm just going to leave open. These were a little bit warped and it's not completely solid there. I don't like that, but I'm going to have baskets in there. My initial thought was to put my microwave here, but this puppy isn't going to hold a microwave. So the microwave is down here at a very inconvenient location, but I don't really think I'll use it that much. I just liked it because it was orange and retro looking. It's the truth. So I created something that was the right height to do a little dry fit. And the top is good, except here, and it's because I need to cut this out. That's easy. However, I have a bigger issue, is that how silly of me to forget that this van is not level, square, or anything of the sort. Back here, it's perfect. The 1/4 inch plus the 2x3 will work just fine. But as we go back here, there's a gap. See that? See that gap? I should have scribed. But I think it's doable. I think the first thing I need to do is cut that little wood piece so that I can get this corner back up against the edge like the rest of it is. I think for now what I need to do is cut that piece of wood. I got the placement. I'm happy with it. It looks pretty darn level, you know, as much as you can tell in a van. But I'm happy with that aspect of it. All right, I think it's going to look pretty cool. Just need to work on that back bottom and how to attach this puppy to the wall. Ta-da! Okay, so I have them hung up, kind of dry fit here. I have that 2x3 attached to the wall, and I just moved it up a little higher, and it seems to maybe be working. So now I'm going to do pilot holes through the unfinished 1/4 inch, through the plywood, through the shiplap, and a tiny bit into the wood behind it, and see what happens. Ouch. Can someone hold this while I try to change bits? Always nice to have extra hands, but it's also kind of a fun challenge to try to figure it out by yourself. Hello, it's a new day. Have more sunshine today, and I'm gonna battle the cold weather and try to do a little more on the cabinets. I have them hung up. Trying to remember where all the cross beams are. I'm sorry, I keep coughing. I am fighting a little bug, which is making things a little more challenging. Okay, so I know there's not a beam up here because of the fan. So maybe here and here, maybe that is the distance that they are. I don't know, is that enough to hold them up? They seem pretty solid. Till I go down a bumpy road, huh? Anyway, I need someone with a little more structural intelligence to tell me if this is okay or not. These doors gave me a run for my money. More on that in a different video. Here's the end result. That basket's too small. I think I'm going to go with this white one. But I am real happy with how they turned out. And what a nice way to reuse these unused closet thingies that were just sitting around. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you'd like to see more. See you later.